Here's the thing about Johnny Depp: he spent 30 years playing pirates, hatters, and men who talk to ghosts, and somehow, none of that is the strangest thing about him. The strangest thing is that off camera, he might be even weirder. And funnier. Today we're breaking down the moments that prove it, the interviews that go sideways, the fans who lose their composure, and the one time a courtroom couldn't stop him from cracking jokes. Stick around, because moment number 4 involves a customs officer, a bag of stuffed piranhas, and absolutely no good explanation. Depp has built a reputation as the guest every talk show host both loves and fears. Not because he's difficult, he's the opposite. He's too relaxed. He answers questions with other questions. He trails off mid-sentence and just doesn't finish. He'll agree to something, then immediately look confused about what he agreed to. Hosts have learned to just let him drive. The best clips aren't the planned bits. They're the 30 seconds after the planned bit, when Depp decides the real conversation hasn't started yet and improvises something nobody was ready for. Ask him a simple yes or no question, and there's a real chance you get a story about vampire bats instead. It's a specific kind of chaos, not loud, not aggressive, just gently, completely off the rails. Ask anyone who's worked with him, Depp doesn't always leave the character at the door. Crew members have talked for years about visits to set where he'd still be doing the voice, the walk, the whole posture of whoever he was playing that week long after the cameras stopped rolling. It sounds like a diva move. It's the opposite. It's a guy who finds the bit funnier than anyone else in the room and can't bring himself to drop it early. Reporters trying to get a straight answer from Johnny Depp would instead get an answer from Jack Sparrow, delivered with a completely straight face, as if that were a totally normal thing to happen during a press junket. Somehow, it always worked. Somehow, everyone always played along. Back in 2016, Depp did a short comedic bit impersonating a sitting-era political figure for an online comedy outlet, full hair, full accent, fully committed. It was strange, it was over the top, and it got exactly the reaction you'd expect. Half the internet said it was a dead ringer, the other half said he should stick to pirates. When he was later asked to grade his own impression, his answer wasn't what you'd expect from someone doing press for it. He basically shrugged and said it probably wasn't his finest work, which, somehow, made the whole thing funnier than if he defended it. This is the one you were promised. On a British chat show, Depp told a story about a customs search, the kind of routine bag check that happens to every traveler. Except his bag, apparently, did not contain routine things. When asked to explain the contents, the honest answer involved taxidermied fish, some kind of preserved bat, and a container of unmarked powder that was, he insisted, just vitamins. He told it completely deadpan, like a man who knows exactly how insane it sounds and has made peace with it. The joke isn't the story, it's that he clearly can't believe it happened to him either. You'd think a movie star this famous wouldn't get starstruck. You'd be wrong. Depp has told the story of finally meeting one of his musical idols, a legendary punk icon, and instead of anything cool or composed coming out of his mouth, what came out was closer to a garbled attempt at the guy's name, mangled almost beyond recognition. The response he got back was blunt, unimpressed, and delivered at extremely close range. Depp tells the story against himself, no ego involved. Just a guy who idolized someone so much he temporarily forgot how English works. It goes both ways. More than one famous musician has admitted to dreading meeting Depp in person, not because he's intimidating, but because they get nervous. One well-known pop star has openly said meeting him went badly on her end, describing an encounter where she mixed up which movie she was even complimenting him for. The mistake was small. The embarrassment, by her own account, was not. The pattern is consistent. Whoever meets Johnny Depp for the first time tends to lose about 20 IQ points for exactly 90 seconds. He, for his part, seems to find this delightful. Even in settings built for seriousness, courtrooms, legal proceedings, formal Q&As, Depp has a track record of finding the joke buried inside the tension. He's not being disrespectful, it just seems to be how he processes pressure. Ask him something heavy, and there's a good chance the tension breaks with a one-liner nobody in the room expected, delivered so casually that even the lawyers sometimes laugh before they catch themselves. It's a strange kind of charisma. Using humor not to dodge hard moments, but to survive them. So what's the through line? It's not that Johnny Depp tells jokes. It's that he seems constitutionally unable to take the moment, any moment, completely seriously, even when the moment is a federal customs check or a courtroom under oath. That's rarer than it sounds. Most stars protect the image. Depp just seems to be having a genuinely strange time, and lets everyone watch. If you want more breakdowns like this, you know what to do: like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.